Well, here we are underneath my kitchen sink. I thought I would show you how to replace a garbage disposal because this one here started to leak coming through the motor, and I'm not gonna, it still runs and works and everything like that, but can't obviously have it leaking, so we just decided we're gonna replace it. It is anywhere from 10 to 15 years old, probably closer to 15 years old. So with that said, though, I'd like to say to you, if you like the video, hit the subscribe button. If you do like the video, hit the like button, and I would appreciate it very much. A lot of views on my channel, and would appreciate you just hitting that subscribe and like button. So, on with the video. So, a couple things you're going to need. I have not done this in a couple years. Actually, I installed this one. And got this at my local Ace Hardware 10 to 15 years ago, probably closer to 15. And I did install it. So, a couple things you'll need. You may need a pair of pliers for that. Mine just happens to be hand tight because they do have an O-ring in them. And you would want, you know, some screwdrivers. So the first thing we're going to do, which is going to be very hard for me to film, is go down to the, let me adjust here. The other thing you might want to do is a flashlight and maybe a couple of paper towels, because there's probably going to be some water that falls out of this thing. So if I can get the camera in position, which, like I said, I think is going to be very hard because we're tight for space here, but I'll show you just here quick, and then I'll take and uninstall it. There's a panel right up in there that you can pull down to disconnect the wires, but what we're going to try to do is up here, this is just a quick connect here. So we loosened our pipe, and also you want to make sure your power and your water's turned off, so no issues with water. In this case here, mine is just on a switch, and it's been this way. The previous garbage disposal was hooked up hardwired just like this too, so it's worked, so I'm leaving it alone. So we're gonna see if we just turn this. We can get our pipe loosened up. Yeah, we might have to. Oh, there we go. We do have enough room. Alright, now take and get that loose. Look at that. Like I said. See if I can. Alright. So no sense of calling a plumber when it's that easy just to disconnect. So now, let's flip it around that we can work at it here. Take our panel off. If it will come off. Alright, we got a ground connection there. Center it on. The others, I do believe, my angle here, I'm looking at it, they're wired nuts. Get this a little bit more loose. We might need a pair of needle nose pliers as well. Yeah, I think it's a good idea. I'm glad we got a new one. We'll unbox the new one here in a second. So there's our ground cold wire, neutral, and here's our hot. Let's take those wire nuts off. Reuse them, unless there's new ones in with the new one. But we'll unbox that in a minute. Loosen up our holder. They're a little tight, and we're probably going to have to strip those wires and make them the ends new anyway. Alright, got that out of here. Now we're going to unbox the new one. So here's our what they call the incinerator. Seemed like it had pretty good reviews online. I looked it up, and I guess we call this a review video besides replacing it. So this is the incinerator Quiet Series 3/4 horsepower 8-year warranty. I like that a lot, having an 8-year warranty. That Ace that's on there now had a 4-year warranty, and it lasted about 15 years. So I have no complaints, and we use it pretty good. So, but you know, there on the box shows different comparisons. You know, and then they show the easy install. You know, maybe you can do this yourself, that you don't have to hire a plumber to do it. So, but yeah. So here we go. We're gonna take a look at the unboxing here, and my cat is here making noise, and I doubt she'll come out to say hello. Then again, maybe she will. So let's we'll cut this box open. If I can open my knife. You getting into trouble, Blue? You getting into trouble? Are you being a bad kitty? No, she don't like the camera. Hi, Blue. This is our kitty Blue. Alright, back to the garbage disposal. Take our trusty EDC pocket knife, and let's see what we got. Pretty close to being the same size as what we have, and it's probably going to take 2 hands to get it out of there, so let's put it in the tripod here. Alright, pulled her out of the box here. Got the instructions, but who needs them? So basically here, same setup as the one I have. So we'll have to take the pipe off of here and attach that on here. But as you can see, let's fix that. One of the #1 reason I bought this as you can see on the box, the only manufacturer with disposers assembled, designed, and invented in the USA. I think that's a very valuable thing that we all need to pay attention to today. So, we'll get this under the sink and get her installed. So, I had to use my nut and washer that goes into my pipe on mine, and the way it's looking like this, even your application may be specific. So, looking through the other part of the box here, there's my old pipe from the old one. This is the same thing as mine. So I'm just going to reuse the one that's already on mine. In comparison, when you look at them, they're very close to being the same, and this should bolt right up on my sink. So this should be a relatively easy install. Alright, we got it all ready to install it. So just like when we took off the old one, we need to remove our access plate here. So we have access to our wires, and we're going to have to get the wire holder to hold that in. Alright, you're reusing the wire holder from the old one because there's nothing wrong with it. That should just screw give it a little tap with our screwdriver. Now, let's inspect our wires here. May have to strip. Yeah, the neutral wire doesn't really matter too much, but we want to make sure this wire is all in good shape. So, let's gently may need a hook for this. Let's move it a little closer too. And get some wire slack. There we go. Now get your wires wrapped around. Before we tighten that clamp, get the slack out of the wires. Alright, now those are two connections for the motor. Let's take and see if we can wrap one tool on the list you may need is a pair of needle nose pliers, which I don't have at the moment. So should be able to wrap that down around. Just like that. Now let's tighten up our screw. Alright. Now, connect our wires black on black. Disclaimer out there on this: I am not a professional electrician. I am a DIYer. I do not hire professionals to do everything for me, which is a part of being self-reliant. Alright, now we gently push our wires without damaging them down in. We take and put our access panel back on. Get the screw. Alright, now we're ready to set this back up in there, or the new one up in there, I should say. And they provided this nice tool, which is, this is going to be hard to show. If I can, we'll get the camera lined up, but this thing goes in here to help tighten this. This is like a big nut. So, let's adjust our camera. And of course the camera is getting low. So before my camera completely dies, basically now we're going to hang this up on here. See if you can see that. Get it like that. Get it started. Has a little bit of weight to it. And just getting it to line up properly is difficult. Alright, my apologies. I couldn't hold the camera, put it in there, but anyway, here's our wrench to tighten that up, just like that. Now, got our drain pipe. Mine is kind of uniform, has some play in it. You may have to adjust yours. Alright, we got that nice and tight. Make sure that's up. Alright. She's installed. Turn the sink on and check for leaks. Alright, turn the sink on. Looking good, don't see any leaks. Now we'll Alright, let's give it a try. Turn some water on. Flip the switch, and what do you know? There, she's fired up. I'd love to test it, but I don't have anything to put down it right now. So, pretty well straightforward install. If you can do it, I don't know. Just thought I'd show this little bit of video. The other thing I forgot to do, that clamp that's on here for the wire, you need to make sure that's tightened up. And then for my case here, we just kind of push the wire out of the way, which is how it's been for years. And it was installed that way by someone else. But you want to make sure that clamp is tightened up. Just double check for leaks. And you now have a new garbage disposal installed in your sink. So, anyway, thanks for watching the video. This is how I install a garbage disposal. So, thanks for watching. Click the like bell, hit the notification bell, subscribe, and thanks for watching. And remember, keep on wrenching, and we'll see you in the next one.